Hey, welcome back. In this video, we're going to talk about the Spotify Growth Engine Blueprint. All right, it's a really exciting video in this training because you will learn how the growth engine works and why it works. We're going to take apart the strategy. We're going to talk about all the different pieces that are coming together. And then in the future videos, you're going to learn how to put all of those together and start building your growth engine. So stay tuned for this video. Take a lot of notes. Rewatch this if you think you missed anything. This is a really important video in the training. And let's dive right in.
Every blueprint originates from a vision or a goal. So what's our goal here, right? Let's define that. Our goal is to build an automatic fan machine that constantly grows our Spotify presence, even when we sleep. And what we want this machine to deliver for us is all this. Most importantly, we want Spotify followers. Because if we get those, then everything else will just grow along, right? We'll get listeners, streams, playlists, fans saving or pre-saving our music, and we want to grow our own playlist so that we can put some of our own music inside of that. And we want to trigger the Spotify algorithm for free exposure. Okay? So here's what's under the hood of this machine. There are two promo campaigns that do different things and complement each other so that we can get the fans, streams, and listeners we want. One I call a link campaign, and the other one I call a gate campaign. Let's first take a look at the link campaign. Here's what this does. Any campaign starts off with traffic. We use this traffic on a music clip. And what I mean by that is a short video that is 30 to 60 seconds long. It's not a full song, right? It's just a showcase of the most exciting part of the track that you want to promote. And from there, we link to a Hyped Smart Link. And that Smart Link sends listeners to Spotify. Okay, so now that you know the pieces of the link campaign, let me explain what each of those does. We need traffic as a way of getting exposure to get in front of potential fans. The purpose of the music clip is to attract interest and have first-time listeners go, this sounds pretty interesting. And then the Hyped Smart Link is important because it collects audience data, right? Try to remember that term. It's really important for our music promotion. We need audience data that we can feed back to Facebook's and Instagram's AI. And we do that so that Facebook and Instagram can learn who loves our music. And when they learn that, they can send us more listeners who are also likely to love our music, because that's how we get more and more fans, okay? And then the last piece here is Spotify, of course, where we're getting listeners, streams, and more support from any new fans. Now, you might be thinking, John, why do I need all this stuff in the middle? Right? Wouldn't it be much easier to send traffic directly to Spotify? So why all this extra stuff? And the answer is, yes, you could, of course, point ad traffic from Facebook and Instagram directly to Spotify, but your results would most likely suck. And here is why. Most people on Instagram or Facebook don't click links until they know that where that link takes them is relevant to them. And a random link to Spotify just has no relevance to people. So you need to warm up this new fan relationship, right? You need to show them that your music is worth discovering, that it's relevant to them. And that's what you do with a short music sample in the video clip. And then somewhat more technical, but equally important, you cannot build audience data that helps you grow faster if you send traffic straight to Spotify. But that's what the Hyped Smart Link does. It has a feature built in where it communicates with Facebook and Instagram in the background to confirm which listeners went all the way through to Spotify. Right? So that's why you need all the really important stuff in the middle. Next up is the gate campaign. So here's how that works. You have the traffic again, go into a music clip so folks can check out a bit of your track. But this time you're linking listeners to a Hyped download gate or Hyped link gate. And then that gate connects listeners to you on Spotify. That means when they unlock your download or secret link, whichever one of those you're sharing, the gate automatically adds them as Spotify followers. The gate automatically saves your music to their library or pre-saves one of your upcoming tracks. And the gate automatically captures their email address for your email list. Now, before we go any further, let's talk about the huge elephant in the room here, okay? Why are we talking about freaking downloads? I mean, I actually hear these types of comments all the time, stuff like this. I haven't downloaded a track in ages. We're in the 2020s. We're clearly in the age of streaming. Or we're talking about Spotify here, which is only streaming anyway. Or I hear, John, you're only trying to sell us on downloads because Hyped is a download platform. So let's talk about this, okay? First of all, let me tell you that the results will prove anybody wrong who thinks downloads don't work in the age of streaming. They just work. And this is not just for me, okay? I'm currently personally coaching over 150 artists inside my VIP member community, and artists in this group share their results, right? So I see that this works great every day. And here is why. There's just something about offering folks a free gift, offering them something of value for free. They may not need it. They may not even play it more than once. But it's still something that makes them feel good, and they will appreciate it. And what better way than this to start the relationship with a new fan? And now on that note, you can replace downloads with different offers if you like, right? If you hate the idea of using music downloads, even though they may work the best, then just come up with a different offer for your fans, right? Some examples could be a secret link to an unlisted YouTube video of your next track, for example, or any other thing fans in your genre would really appreciate, right? And then lastly, fans can always follow you directly on Spotify. Offering your fans a free download is not going to hold anyone back from becoming your fan if they like your music, right? Downloads can only make it better. All right, so I hope that makes sense. So let's summarize here. Let's summarize why these gate campaigns and link campaigns can be so successful. Gate campaigns work because you get pretty much everything you want to happen in Spotify automatically. You get followers from the gate who automatically save your music to their library, so that automatically gives you listeners and streams as these new fans play their music library in Spotify. And if you also have new fans follow your own playlist, where you can of course place your own music as well, then you're also getting listeners and streams as these fans check out your playlist. Okay? So it's all happening at the same time, and it gives you this predictable growth. More fans equals more listeners, equals more streams, and so on. It's all about your fans. They are really the foundation. And then for the algorithm at the bottom here, I put this loop icon because I found that this worked great for me if I combined both the link campaign and gate campaign. You don't technically have to run them at the same time, but because in most cases the success you're getting with the Spotify algorithm is a bit of a black box and difficult to attribute to one particular action, I like to give both campaigns credit for that, right? Both show Spotify that your music is popular and help Spotify figure out who likes your music so that they can recommend it to more people like that. Okay, so now let's look at why the link campaigns work. The link campaign works because it can generate high volumes of listeners and streams. And I found that some of these fans also add your songs to their playlist, so you're getting that too. And of course, this contributes to the Spotify algorithm as well. And here's something that's also pretty powerful about those campaigns. Although these link campaigns don't generate any automatic followers, they do generate organic followers if you put them in front of the right audience. So I found that the better I figured out the best audience for my music and the more targeted listeners I got in front of with my music, the more of these would organically become my fans on Spotify. In addition to just streaming my tracks, all right? And the same is true for track likes or save of tracks. Now, the only thing you're not getting with this type of campaign are pre-saves, right? You can't because that technology is not a link, it's a gate. And then I also found that there are very few of these listeners attracted by the link campaign that organically followed my playlist. So the playlist growth is really more driven by the gate campaign. But that's it, right? Now you know the two types of promo campaigns that go into the Spotify promotion. And let's bring it back home from here. The reason why you can attract thousands of real and engaged fans with this type of Spotify promotion that uses Facebook and Instagram ads are these. It's a much more powerful way to start a fan relationship with a free gift compared to the kind of passive discovery that you get on a playlist. You can do this yourself, right? You don't need a label or a manager or PR firm or anyone else. because the system works on real people only, you know that all the results you're getting are real, so there's not going to be any fake stuff you have to worry about. And because you're in charge of this machine, the results are a lot more predictable. You can just turn it on and off whenever you want, right? You can go faster, you can go slower. It's really all up to you.